Well, folks, it's finally election day. Yay. I'm sure nothing can possibly go wrong. In honor of this monumental occasion, I'm holding a live stream at 7 p.m. Central Time. So if you'd like to go and watch the world burn with me, come and join us. Hey folks, remember Gamergate? That thing that happened 6 years ago that everyone forgot about? And for some reason, certain people keep trying to make it relevant, even though it's not? Well, now they're making a movie about it, and some people aren't happy. And if you named Zoe Quinn and Brianna Wu, you would be correct. But the rest of the world has moved on, and apparently this is the thing that still keeps them relevant, for reasons. This article comes from Bounding in the Comics. Gamergate film announcement sparks outrage amongst opponents including Zoe Quinn and Brianna Wu. I think it's funny that 6 years later, people keep digging up the corpse of Gamergate and plopping it on the world stage for various reasons. I don't know. I wasn't really involved with Gamergate. I didn't pay attention to it a whole lot. But from my understanding, it really hasn't been relevant for the last 4 years. But now we're getting a movie because people are fucking stupid. The film was first revealed to be in production on October 30th. When The Hollywood Reporter exclusively announced that Ellen Page and Paris Bareilles are starring in One Up, an underdog comedy set in the world of gaming that Kyle Newman will direct for BuzzFeed Studios. One Up will be the first production by the newly founded BuzzFeed Studios, formed as a joint venture between the new outlet and Lionsgate, which aims to develop, produce, and distribute a multi-picture slate of socially relevant and high-concept feature films for global millennial and Gen Z audiences. Nothing can possibly go wrong here. No, I'm sure it will be very, very successful. I give this joint venture a year before it goes up in flames like the Hindenburg. Because you know, that's what the world wants, more relevant woke garbage. Yay, capitalism. Described as pitch perfect, but set in the world of esports by screenwriter Julia Yorks. The film centers on a female gamer named Vivian Lee, who quits her college esports team rather than put up with the sexism from her male counterparts. But with her scholarship on the line, she is forced to assemble a varsity caliber all-women's team that can compete with the boys, with the help of an enigmatic coach who returns from the spotlight after her own Gamergate scandal. I wonder if this is going to be somebody like Zoe Quinn. The young women recruit an unlikely crew of unskilled misfits to kick some serious gamer butt. Yes, I'm sure this movie will be making all the monies. Probably not. Anyway, when I first heard about the announcement, I was like, why are you making this movie? Gamergate is not something that's been relevant in a long time, but yet here we are yet again. It's being brought up for reasons. And then I found out that this movie is pissing off Zoe Quinn, and I'm like, yeah, sure. Waste your money. Do it. Just to piss this lady off, because it's gonna be so much fun watching the meltdown. Oh. Yeah. Almost immediately following its public announcement, One Up was met with a wave of criticism and backlash from internet personalities who were involved in Gamergate to varying degrees. DC and Marvel Comics author Zoe Quinn, whose personal life acted as the catalyst for the event after her boyfriend Aaron Joni accused her of infidelity and trading sexual favors for positive press coverage, sarcastically commented,
"Wow, what a fun idea, assholes!"
Though she has leveraged her post-Gamergate narrative and personality to mainstream success, including an invitation to speak to the United Nations, a memoir, and a Kickstarter campaign that raised over $85,000 for a game she has failed to update her backers on in over 2 years. Quinn claimed that the alt-right mob he drummed up basically seems to have won the disinformation war, given the replies to this.
Love that the Psycho X has ruined my life and the alt-right mob he drummed up basically seems to have won the disinformation war, given the replies to this. Big props to everyone who knew better but stayed neutral during GG.
Jesus Christ, lady, bitter much? Some have speculated that Quinn's anger in part is directed towards the fact that BuzzFeed was able to successfully produce a Gamergate-related film, as her Gamergate-centric memoir, Crash Override, How to Save the Internet from Itself, failed to materialize after it was optioned for a film in 2015, with reports at the time indicating that Scarlett Johansson was interested in playing the lead role. Well, folks, let's put it this way. The reason why Zoe Quinn is so pissed off over this film is the fact that she's not getting a fat slice of that money pie. Failed congressional candidate and Revolutionary 60 creator Brianna Wu, who became involved in the controversy after posting inflammatory tweets critical of Gamergate supporters and writing a piece claiming that Metroid Samus Aran is a transgender woman. Deal with it. For the used tampon of the internet, the Mary Sue lamented how the worst event of my life is being turned into a comedy. Well, I got news for you. If the world is not laughing with you, odds are they're laughing at you. In response to a tweet by Marvel's Spider-Man voice actress Felicia Day, in which the notable nerd culture personality declared shame on this project and the people making it. Wu stated that she was 1000% in agreement and found it mystifying why Ellen Page would participate in something making a comedy out of something that traumatized so many women in the game industry. Well, the answer's simple. Ellen Page is an adult pretender and she gets paid very well to pretend for a living. And Hollywood doesn't give a shit about you, your pain, your suffering, or your cause.
Fuck this disgusting gaming comedy idea, set to a Gamergate backdrop to the absolute highest percentage that math can possibly calculate,
said the Vlambeer founder and outspoken video game critic, Rami Ismail. Anyway, there's a little bit more to the article, there's a couple more tweets, but I honestly don't feel like covering it. So what are your thoughts about this one-up movie? It's been 6 years and Gamergate is so not relevant, but we're getting a movie for reasons. I'm not interested in it, but the one thing I have to say that I find so funny is the fact that Zoe Quinn is so fucking triggered over this movie. It's fantastic. And yes, I am being petty about this. And the reason why is because Zoe Quinn helped contribute to the demise of Vertigo Comics, and that annoys me slightly. Anyway, that's all I got for tonight. Make sure to go and like, share, subscribe, all the usual stuff. You can go and check out my website, pixelnation.io. I have the forums going. It's a bit, sparse, but if you show up and start the conversation, we're more than happy to jump in. I'll catch you next time, folks. Wow, you made it all the way to the end of the video. Well, if you could do me a huge favor while you're here, if you're new to the channel, go and click that subscribe button. Bash that bell for instant notifications.
And Hulk. Smash
that like button if you enjoyed this video. I even have a P.O. box if you want to go and send me some fan mail. And yes, I finally have received some. Figured I should probably go and update that just because, it's been some time. Well, I've finally done it. I've gone and launched my new website, so go and head over to pixelnation.io. There you'll be able to find all of my current videos, even some past live streams, as well as the thought of the day, week, or month, depending on when I actually get around to writing something. Also, in the next couple weeks, I'll be launching my new forums, so keep an eye out for that. I would love to give a huge shout out to all my Subscribe Star supporters, because without you, I'd still be making content. But in all seriousness, I do appreciate your support and your help. And I'd like to give a huge shout out to my big spenders, Toxic Manflu, MarjieSmiles, and Roger the Shrubber. And we can't forget the misplaced mountain man, who's a sucker with a lot of dough. Thank you very much, everyone. You guys are awesome.